Alright, hey guys, this is Marvel's TCG, and I'm going to be talking about a new archetype currently known as Dinoruffia, or Dinoruffia. And there's a few cards that have just been announced for this archetype, and I wanted to go over them and see what is their potential as a new dinosaur deck. But yeah, let's see. So here we got Dinoruffia Theresia, which is a level 4 dark dinosaur monster. If this card is normal or special summon, you can set one Dinaruffia's trap directly from your deck. And if you have 2,000 or less life points, this card gains 500 attack. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one trap from your grave. Special summon one level 4 or lower Dinoruffia monster from your grave. Except this card. Okay, so looks like based off this, I'm guessing that it's going to be a lot of the advantage of the game, of this archetype. It's going to be based off having less life points, or 2,000 or less might be the key amount here. But yeah, it looks like when it's normal or summoned, normal or special summon, you can set one Dinaruffia's trap directly. And then this is just a bonus effect if you have less life points. So it doesn't, it looks like you don't need to lose all those life points in order to use the main effect. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one trap from your grave and the special summon. So this part, if it's destroyed, pretty much by anything, you can banish one trap from your grave and then summon. Okay, that's pretty cool. Just a way to get a bonus monster out. It's a decent, seems like a decent card depending on how good the traps are. But yeah, let's see. We got Dinoruffia Diplos here. You can use each effect once per turn. With this card's name, only once per turn. If this card is no more special summon, you can send one Dinoruffia card from your deck to the grave, Foolish Burial. And then if you have 2,000 or less, inflict 500 damage. So bonus, just like the other one. Cool. It isn't like the main part of it, and it doesn't require you to have 2,000 or less in order to use it. That's nice to see. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one trap from your grave. So okay, same thing. So interesting. I wonder if we're gonna have like traps or fusions or spells that can or other cards in general that destroy each other in order to establish more combo plays. Seems like it's gonna be very trap centered, just based off these two, while also implementing life points into it. And here we have Dinoruffia Kent Regina, which is level 6 dark dinosaur fusion monster. And I'm just gonna go over the art real quick. They kind of remind me of Zodiac's, like or like waifu style dragon, like dragon maid kind of, but with dinosaurs. But yeah, two Dinoruffia monsters with different names. You can only use each effect among the second and third effects with this card. Okay, so only once. The second and third effect can only be used once per turn. So it loses attack equal to your life points. I see it's 4,000 attack. So again, it wants you to be very low in order to fully utilize it. During the main phase, quick effect, you can pay half your life points, then banish one Dinoruffia normal trap from your grave. This effect becomes that trap effect. That's very interesting. I do kind of like that it's keeping you low, and like you're gonna be like on a tight life point budget, but it's gonna unlock a bunch of effects if you do. And just halving it, having a solemn judgment effect here, and increasing his own power. That's very interesting. If it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can switch them in a Dinoruffia. So this is ignoring the trap part with the other two. Seems interesting. Again, I need to see these traps to really get to see how good they are. But I mean, the card looks pretty cool at least, and it seems decent depending on how good the traps are. So here we have Dinoruffia Stealth Begia, which looks more like a pterodactyl here. Two Dinoruffia. Okay, so same thing. Two Dinoruffia monsters with different names. While you have 2,000 or less life points, you do not pay life points to activate traps or Dinoruffia monster effects. So that looks like traps are going to require you to pay life points. Makes sense. Just didn't know that for sure, but that makes sense. And or Dinoruffia monster effects, you don't have to pay life points. And that's very interesting, because with this, you would have to pay half your life points, but you wouldn't have to pay anything if you have 2,000 or less. Wow. Okay. That's cool. And you can just keep getting your traps. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can inflict damage to them equal to that monster's original attack. That's very nice. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Dinoruffia monster from your grave. Same thing. Pretty cool. I'm liking this archetype so far. I like the concept of it. I'm not sure if it's going to be good. We're going to see with the traps, but so far it seems pretty cool. Here we got Dinoruffia Domain. During the main phase, pay half your life points. Fusion summon one Dinoruffia fusion monster from your extra deck, using monster from your hand, deck, or field as fusion material. So this is a fusion card that is within a trap that requires you to pay half your life points. Or if you have this guy, which means this guy's going to be big, you will not have to pay any life points. And yeah, pay half your life points fusion from your hand or deck, which is insane. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. When your opponent activates a card or effect, if you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish this card from your grave. You take no damage from your opponent's card effects. Not that big, but this part seems cool. Fusing with a trap card and from your deck. Let's avoid imagination here. Here we got Dinoruffia Alert. Pay half your life points for the rest of the turn. You cannot special summon monsters except Dinoruffia. Also special monsters from your grave, up to 2 Dinoruffia monsters whose total levels equal 8 or less, but they cannot declare attacks. Okay. So this reminds me of Void Feast, which has like similar, requirements of just equaling it to 8 levels, whereas the be equal to 8. So that's interesting to see here. And you get locked into Dinoruffia. Also special summon from your grave. Okay, yeah, seems good. Half your life points. Again, looks like this guy is gonna be your main summon here. Once you get him out, everything else is free. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can banish this card from your grave. You take no damage from your opponent's card effects this turn. Are they all gonna have this? I mean, cards effect. I mean, they're not gonna do that much damage with their card effect. I guess they're worried that, if you're gonna get burned. But yeah, I mean, I could see that being in one card, but in all of these seems a little. Yeah, I can already see it here. Pay half your life points, destroy both one Dinoruffia monster you control and one card your opponent controls. Okay, doesn't seem as great unless you can like go plus on it by destroying one of your cards, which I mean, you can with these two. I guess, yeah, you can with any of them. I forget that they all have this. So yeah, you can go +1. Okay, see, actually, could be decent. It depends on like what you have in your grave and whether it's worth losing. Yeah. Here we got a counter trap. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, pay half your life points, special summon one Dinoruffia token. And if you do, your opponent cannot target other monsters for attacks while you control that token. 3,000 defense. Okay, that's cool. During damage calculation, if you take bad damage and you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish this card from your grave. Take no damage. Okay, that's cool. That's like a Raider after readiness. Or like swords of what's it called? Spirit Swords of Revealing Light, which does this when it's in the grave. And here we have another counter trap, which is Dinoruffia Sonic. When your opponent activates a spell/trap, if you control a Dinoruffia monsters, pay half your life points, negate the activation, and if you do destroy that card, then destroy one Dinoruffia. Now that's kind of nice. I know a lot of people don't seem to be running these type of cards anymore. Where like, I mean, the difference with like, so Raid Raptors have a card like this where it's like, it's called Raptor's Gust. The thing about this that makes it better is that it's Dinoruffia in the name, so you can search it up as opposed to the Raptor Gust, and it does allow you to destroy one of your Dinoruffia monsters, and with that you could go +1 depending on how the advantage plays are with that. And then during damage calculation, if you take battle damage while you have 2,000 or less, you can banish it. So that's cool. I can see. Looks like the regular traps will stop you from getting burned out, while these will try to save you from getting killed, which is, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be pretty annoying to have to deal with all these cards in the grave. And here we got Dinoruffia Reversion. If you control a Dinoruffia fusion monster, pay half your life points, then banish one counter trap from your grave. This effect becomes that counter trap's effect. Okay, so it copies the other one, and then you would take no damage from. Doesn't seem as great as the other ones, but okay. I mean, I could see it being useful if you're trying to run like multiple copies of the other one. It basically goes two of but yeah, this guy seems like he's gonna be very important here, and this one looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like a Necros card in a way, where depending on like the color scheme, it feels more blue. But yeah, guys, I think this archetype looks interesting so far. I'm curious to see what the extra support will be, but I think it's an interesting way to start. I think it has some potential at least. I'm not sure if it's like gonna be crazy up there, but I can see this being very annoying. That once they get to 1,000 or less, you're gonna have to banish each of these traps to try to stop them from negating it. Yeah, you can only activate one card with this. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. So at least there's that to at least stop them from spamming it. But yeah, it looks cool. Tell me what you guys think about the archetype. Do you like it? Are you guys gonna pick it up? Yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.